Hey, Jim here from K2 Concepts. There's a good question on the forum why the depth of the tank is so important. There were some guys that were thinking about investing in tanks, and a properly designed tank is more than just a big tub that holds water, moves it around and heats it up. There's a lot of forward thinking when you're designing a tank or when you're buying a tank. A properly constructed tank is going to enable your business to grow. Now some guys, the argument was this: I'm only going to do small parts. Alright, that's fine. Let me show you the flaw in that thinking. If you're going to be doing small parts like car parts or gun stocks or stuff like that, eventually you're going to have a part that's probably going to fit in your tank, but because of the angle that you're supposed to be dipping at, what's going to happen is you're going to bottom out. And once you bottom out with a part, if you're going through at a 45-degree angle and you hit the bottom of your tank, the rest of your part has to start doing this. It's going to flatten out. You're going to trap air. Now the argument, some guys will say, well, I'm not going to trap air because you're still at a little bit of an angle. Let me show you why it's so important. We're going to take a small part here. Let me get the part out for you. Alright, here's an example. This is what I would consider a small part. It's a door sill off a Mustang. When you dip it, what's going to happen, now with this one, there's a couple things. We back taped everything so you won't tear the edges. Secondly, I'm going to go in, not at this angle, but probably at this angle, probably maybe trap less air, because once you flatten out, you may trap air. Lastly, most importantly, is all the little niches in this thing. All these little things are going to trap air. So once you flatten out at a smaller angle, you're going to trap air in there. So you want to keep a severe angle to let the air get out of there, which means that when you look at your tank, let's go over here, once you finish dipping at a 45-degree angle, not only just, you could go in shallow, but you may trap air in all these little nooks and crannies. So you want to go in at a little bit steeper angle, you're going to bottom out on a shallower tank. See, now once we get done, you'll notice how far into the tank I am on this part. Alright, so let's get the film on the water. This is just a black carbon fiber film from Brent over at Kansas Hydro. Okay. Alright, hit the timer. And again, when you have a shorter tank, you may be restricting yourself. A lot of guys call it a hobbyist tank, starter tank. I don't believe in starter tanks because that only gets you started. The argument is that we're spending less to get going. But if the tank is going to restrict your ability to make income, then you're not really getting going. So in my opinion, that's just a recipe for disaster. You're better off buying a deeper tank, spending a little bit more money on something that will allow your business and your skills to grow. And you're going to see things like this. Again, this is what I would consider a small part. It's not that big, it's not that complicated, but yet because of the design of the object, if it was a shorter tank, it wouldn't allow you to overcome those. You spend a lot of time on touch-up. You may not be able to take in certain parts that are a little bit longer, and it restricts your ability for the business to grow. So, anyhow, we're going to dip this real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Get some gloves on. Rocking the old school K2 shirt. All right. Here we go. See, we're starting to get pretty deep. So by now, we got to be down close to the bottom of the tank. And this one's 30 inches deep. So that's why I recommend the minimum of a 24-inch deep tank. And you can see, trapped a little bit of air in there, so you got a little bit of touch up. But for the most part, all the air got out. So if I'd have gone in even more severe, I'd have probably been really close to the bottom of this tank. And again, this isn't what I consider a huge part. This is what I would consider a small part. So for you guys that are considering buying tanks, that's something to think about. So that's it for this one as far as advice. Join us on the forum, k2forums.com. You can email me at k2forums@gmail.com. We also have tanks for sale now on the K2 shop online. So if you need, if you're looking for a tank, we got the 2.5 meter in stock. The 1.5 meters are coming. And if you take a look at them, you'll see why. They're all unique designs. These are not taken from some Chinese website and slapped our name on it. These are totally designed by us for this industry, for you guys that are looking to have a professional job done. So again, oh, hey, a little Corona for the haters. Yeah, I'm still in business. Again, join us on forum, k2forums.com. Email us, or you can get your supplies for activator guns. We got the new DeVilbiss activator guns, the GPIs. They're exclusive to us. Comes with the 1.3, 1.8. Excellent activator gun. Couple bucks more than, well, actually about twice the price of a normal activator gun, but well worth it. You're getting two guns in one. Really nice gun. Those are up on the k2shoponline.com. And should be shooting another video here pretty shortly. We're trying to make these more and more pointed to certain questions on the forum, so we will be shooting at least one a week now for the next couple weeks and catch up. And again, I hope you're having a good day dipping. We'll talk to you later.